Hello, this is Jocelyn with Vintner's Diary. Welcome to our very first episode of the Vintner's Diary Community Spotlight series. The purpose of this series is to honor leaders in our community who have succeeded through tremendous life challenges. These are people who we truly admire, and we want to share their stories with you. Our first episode today is going to cover part 1 of 2 of the story of restaurateur Ernesto Delgado. Ernesto has created an empire with multiple restaurants throughout Sacramento, California. He was born in Mexico and at a young age moved to Napa, California with his family. He grew up in Napa, and after high school he went to Sacramento State and studied design. He found himself drawn to designing menus and brochures for restaurants. That's when he decided to join the restaurant industry. Through his restaurants he is able to share his passion for hosting, design, and the Mexican culture. We apologize for the sound. Unfortunately, the microphones weren't working that day, but please enjoy the first episode.
Mi madre Elvira Delgado would always say, Elvira Delgado para servirle, and she would always just make people feel special, and I think that's what I do. I'm a host, that's who I am. Ernesto Delgado, I like to say my stage name is El Señor Ernesto Delgado de Tequila. Bienvenidos a Mayahuel, bienvenidos a mi pasión. This is Mayahuel. Our tequila bar here, our mezcal bar over there. I love to exhibit my culture, I love to exhibit our food, I like to be creative. I think I'm a storyteller at heart. First, I was born in Mexico. I was brought here when I was like 5 or 6 years old. I felt like my Mexico was taken away from me, and I think that's why I have this passion to really showcase my culture. The challenges of coming to this country and growing up in a country where you weren't really accepted turned me into who I am today. This is my daughter Maya, by the way. She is showcased as a young goddess. Maya was the Aztec goddess of the agave plant. So this showcases how she's kind of growing out of the agave and truly shown as a beautiful goddess. This is known as the Coa Room, Full Tequila Experience, a tequila room dedicated to presenting the tequila culture and its magical process. Over here is a beautiful mural that showcases the culture of tequila production. The Mexican farmers harvest the agave plant with the tool known as the coa, which is the name of this room, Coa Room. We have Goddess Mayahuel on the left, Goddess Mayahuel on the right. Together, they assist spiritually in the assistance of the tequila production, and once you enjoy the tequila, it brightens up the heart. That is the story of Mayahuel. Salud. I think that the love for the culture, was through my mother. She was full of life, full of song, from the food to her singing and creating a nice family get-together. And I like to think that I'd make my parents proud, because people always often ask, say, you're living the dream, huh? And I say, no, I'm living my parents' dream. They brought me here. I love what I do, but it was their dream, and I just happen to love it. So that's who I am. Este es mi dicho. It's not only our job to care for our guests, it's also our goal to amaze them. Initially with Mayahuel, I wanted to elevate our culture. Everybody thought that Mexican food and Mexican culture and Mexican people were all about cactuses and sombreros and tequila shots, and there's so much more. Many people have told me that this restaurant or some of my other restaurants aren't Mexican or aren't Mexico. Why? I'm Mexican, and I realized this is mi Mexico. all of our Mexicos are different. And I think that's also why I like to tell different stories through all my different restaurants. They're all unique. They all tell a different story about me, Mexico.